Hey Scrappy people, it's Tracy Reed here today, and today I'm doing something a little different. I'm working with a sketch. This is a sketch from Citrus Twist Kits on their blog, and I had two square photos printed out of my sister and I double fisting some alcoholic beverages. I sent her the picture of me. She and I have a group text with her and my mom, and I sent it to them, and she sent me back that picture of her, and we were twinning. And of course, it definitely is a page that needed to be scrapped because it was amusing. So I have this card that says, "I will only drink one glass of wine tonight." And that is from the Lily Pad, I believe Allison Pennington. And I knew I wanted to use that, and I actually have had this layout or these photos on that card sitting for quite a while because I didn't know what else I wanted to do with this layout. So I found a sketch, and then I decided, I can use my Galentines collection from 2020 to scrap this photo because it is the perfect sentiment and it matches in color for both of the photos that I have. So that is what I'm doing. One caveat, that card right there that says true sisters are never apart. In the collection, it actually says true friends are never apart. I changed it for this layout. So just in case you go searching for that collection, which will be linked in the comment section below, it does say something different in the actual collection. So don't at me. That is perks of being the designer of the collection. I can go in and change it if I need to. So this is actually a real-time process video because I pre-designed this layout on my computer and printed it out exactly all of the pieces that I wanted and the sizes that I wanted, cut it out on my Silhouette. It is my favorite way to hybrid scrapbook because you don't waste any paper, you don't waste any ink, and everything is already done for you by the time you get to the assembly part, and it is just perfection. So because I did that, this is a super quick video. It really did only take me 9 minutes to put this together, although it definitely took a little bit longer, probably another 20 minutes to design it in Photoshop first. So you can see that I used the same paper for the background across both pages, and that was so that I could tie the two pages together easily. I'm also using the same herringbone black paper for grounding it as well. So I'm going to put these two photos down. I'm following the sketch almost exactly for this side of the page, except for that I'm definitely scrapbooking on a smaller canvas than the sketch. The sketch looks like it's a 9x12 or an 8.5x11 sketch, and so I don't have as much room for like the title at the top or as many word bits, so I'm working in a smaller canvas, so I've omitted some things, and instead I have expanded the page to include a second side, and I will add my journaling and another card over there. I am including a title, but it's going to go in a different place. So I've kind of got the basis of that side of the layout down. Now I'm going to start pairing the other side together so that I can work easily in layers. So like the easiest way to do this, of course, is to put your paper layers down, then your card layers and your photo layers, like all of the non-embellishment portions of your layout. So that's kind of, I'm working both sides together and kind of doing that. So I've cut down both of these were 3x4 cards, and I've cut them down so that they were a little bit more square. One for size wise, because the canvas is only 8 inches, 8.25 inches tall, and so two 3x4 cards would take up the entire canvas over there, and two to match the square photos and card on the other side. So it kind of makes sure that everything sort of flows well together. So now I've got all the basic parts down, all of the larger bits and pieces. So I'm going to start putting down all of the embellishments. This little word bit says, "My life would suck without you." I'm gonna layer it on top of this label just to make it a little larger and make it stand out a little bit more. But of course I put it on the wrong side of the label. I want the label to be in a little bit of different positions. So I gotta pull it apart, which that's what I was doing off camera there. Now I'm going to put it down, and it's a little ripped, no big deal because I'm just going to cover that part right back up. The thing about printing, I used Epson premium presentation paper to print my collection out, and the thing about printing on that paper, it is very touchy with the adhesive, so it will rip. You gotta make sure everything is exactly where you want it before you adhere it. But of course, you know, if you've been watching my videos ever, that's not how I roll. I stick things down and pull things up all the time. I don't know why. I don't know why I am the way that I am. So this little bit says, I don't remember which of us is the bad influence, which seemed perfect for these photos, although I was definitely the bad influence in this particular instance, and I'm pretty sure I'm generally the bad influence. I'm pretty sure that's a true story. She is much sweeter than I am. I have two little word bits, and I've definitely resized these down. All of these embellishments are resized down for this page because I can do that in Photoshop if I design it in Photoshop ahead of time. It's really helpful to make sure that everything fits. These word strips, I believe, were reduced by almost 50%. So if I had printed them at true size, they wouldn't have fit as well. This says "We rule." Sisters before misters, and then this one, the circular one, says cheers. Just layering up my words like you know I like to do. I could have added some more icons here, but I felt like I wanted the pattern paper to speak for itself a little bit more than I wanted to add icons. You know I love color, and you know I love pattern and words, and that's kind of my love language with scrapbooking. So I'm going to put down my title, and it says Ride or Die. And so I'm starting with die because that's the end of the title, and I want to make sure everything fits perfectly. I'm using liquid glue now because these are a little bit skinnier and smaller, and I was getting tired of using my giant tape runner and having to fiddle with it. The last thing I need to do is add in a few, you can see on the sketch there's a few labels underneath the center card where it says best day ever. So I'm going to put a few labels under here. I initially printed out 3 labels for that, but then I used 1 label to layer that word bit on the right or on the left hand side. So I'm just going to cut these. Since I don't need to have the entire label stuck underneath the card anyway, I can just cut it and reuse the part that I cut off. Then I'm going to use that for a base for one more little icon. I thought about putting that over there, but I like it better over here. So I'm going to add a little candy heart that says Sister Love, and then I'm going to call it good. Super quick and easy. Oh, I forgot about that arrow. Super quick and easy layout, done in 9 minutes. Sketches are cool that way. If you enjoyed this video, I'd love it if you give it a thumbs up. If you're new here, go ahead and subscribe. I would love to have you. If you don't already, you can follow me over on Instagram. I'm at Traci M. Reed. I'd love to see you over there as well. There is a link to the Galentines collection in the description box below, and I will see you next time. Thank you.